Hey guys, welcome to the Creative Arena. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to create a smooth parallax effect with text transparent illusion on scroll with the Elementor page builder. And we're going to achieve this without the use of any line of code whatsoever or additional plugin. Mind you, if you've been following our video, you notice that we're creating a lot of scroll-based animation using the GSAP. So in this video, we're going to take a little dimension and try to see what we can achieve using the Elementor default features. If we can achieve something nice, and this is what we're able to achieve. So at the end of this tutorial, this is what we're going to have. When you scroll down, you're going to notice something. Now you can see your text coming in. Now over here we'll have a solid text, and over here we'll have a transparent text, and over here solid text. So when you continue scrolling, you go from solid to transparent to solid, like that, as you can see. Okay, and we're able to also apply this to a video. I'll walk you step by step on how we're able to achieve all this, okay, without the use of any code. Now you continue scrolling. Now this is a mind-blowing feature that you can achieve without any plugin or code and use it to spice up your design. Okay, so I'll walk you step by step on how to go about achieving this cool scroll-based feature with Elementor default features. Okay, so without further delay, let's dive in and get started. In Elementor editing screen, I've already taken the time out to create room for scrolling. You can see the start scroll and then the end scroll. Okay, so between these two containers here, we're going to create our effect. So I'm just going to click on this plus icon here, select this, select the flex brush, and then I'm just going to select the structure here. Come over to the content, we set it to full width, and then for the minimal height, I change the uniform pixel to VH and give it the value of 100. Then I'm going to come over here, justify content to the center and align item to the center. Then for the gap, I'm going to unlink this, and then I'm going to come over here and give it a gap of, for the row, 100 pixel for the row. Then I'll go over to the additional options, and then for the overflow, I'm just going to set it to hidden, so we do not have any overflow of any kind. Then I'll come over here to the style option. For the background, I'm just going to set it to classic and give it the background color black, like this. Okay, so now what I'll do next is I'll go to the advanced settings. For the padding, I'm just going to set it to 100 all around, so we'll have something like that. Okay, now for reference purposes, I'm just going to rename this and call this our parent wrapper. Okay, for the parent wrapper, I'm going to come over here to the add element and add a container within it. Now this container here, I'm going to call it our child. Okay, so now for this child container, I'm just going to make sure I set the content width to full width, and that is all for now. Okay, so I'll come back here to add element and then select the heading widget. Now for the heading text, I'm just going to set the text here to say matrix. You can use whatever text you want in your own situation. This is just for the tutorial sake. So for the alignment, I'm just going to align it to the center. Typography, I'll come over here. The font family, I'm going to set it to vertical. Size, I'm going to change the uniform pixel to viewport width and give it the value of 9. Weight, I'll set the weight to 900 black. Then I'm going to come over here to the text stroke. I'm going to set it to 2 pixel, and then for the text stroke color, I'll set it to white. So we'll now see this white text outline here. Now over here for the font text color, I'm just going to set it to transparent by dragging this here. So we'll now have a transparent text like what we have here. Then I'll go over here to the typography, come over here to the transform and make sure I set it to uppercase. So we'll now have it in uppercase like this, a transparent text like this. All right, so for reference purposes, I'm just going to rename this and call it front. Okay, now after that, what I'll do next is I'll come over to the advanced settings. For the width, make sure you do this, set the width to full width 100% like that. Then I'm going to come over here to the position. I'm going to set the position to absolute. Then for the horizontal orientation, make sure you set to the left, the offset set to 0. Vertical orientation, make sure you set to the top. Then for the offset, we're going to change the uniform pixel to viewport width and then give it a value of 15. Okay. Then for the Z index, I'm just going to set the Z index to 5. All right. So that is it for this particular text. So the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to duplicate this text here, and then I'm going to call this second one our back text. Now all the settings we've done for the front text we're going to replicate it here we're going to leave it as it is on the back. However, we're going to remove some of the settings. So we just come over here to the style. For the stroke, we're going to remove the stroke. Then for the text color, we're going to make it solid color by dragging this back and then setting the color to white. So we'll now have this solid white color here. We'll go to the advanced settings. Then we're going to come over here to the Z index, and then we're going to set the Z index value to 0. Okay, so that is what we have. So what we have here now, we have the back text, which is solid. When we hide it, you're going to see the transparent version of the same text. Okay, so I'm just going to hide this. Now, the next thing I'm going to do here is I'll come over here to the add element and add an image. Okay, come over to my media library and select an image. Then I'll come over here and I'll select this image because it kind of gave me that matrix kind of feel. So that's why I'm using this image. Now I'll come over to the style option. For the matte width, I'm going to change the unit from percentage to viewport width and give it the value of 25. For the height, I'll change the unit to viewport height and give it the value of 80. Okay. Object fit, I'm going to set it to cover. Then I'll come over here to the border radius and give it the border radius of 20 pixels all around. So this is what we'll have here. So you can see now that we now have, what we have here is in the middle text here, we can see that the text seems to be transparent, and then by the side we have solid text but transparent in the middle. Okay, so what is left for us now is to add our parallax effect on scroll that will now bring out the text transparent illusion. Okay, now to do so, what I'll do here is I'll come over here. Since we're on the image, what I'll do, I'll go over here to the advanced settings, come over here to where we have the motion. Now I'm going to set the motion scrolling effect. I'm going to toggle this to on, and we're going to add a vertical scroll for our image. Direction, we'll leave it at up, and then for the speed, we're going to set the speed to 1.5. Okay, then for the viewport, we're going to leave it as default. Okay, then we'll come over here to the horizontal scroll. For the direction, we're going to set the direction to the right. Okay, and then for the speed, we're going to leave this, set the speed to 1.5. And then for the viewport, we're going to leave it as it is. Okay, now we'll come over to the front text, go to the advanced settings, come down to where we'll have the motion effect, and then we're going to toggle the scrolling effect, and we're going to add only horizontal scroll to this. Okay, so for the horizontal scroll, for the direction, we're going to leave it to the left, and for the speed, we're going to set the speed to 6. And then for the viewport, we're going to leave it at default. Okay, so I've set it to 6. Now what I'll do next is I'm just going to come over here to the back, and then I'll do the same thing for the back. Go to the advanced settings, come over here to the motion effect, and then for the scrolling effect, I'll toggle this to on, and then for the horizontal scroll, I will leave the direction to the left, and then for the speed, I'll increase it to 6. For the viewport, leave it to default. So we now have it like this. Okay, so now when we come over here to the top and when we scroll, we're going to have this effect like this. You can see it coming like this. Now you can choose to leave your image at the center. However, in a situation where you want to duplicate this effect on multiple places, like what we're going to do here, I'm going to change the position of this image. So to do so, I'll come over here to the image. Then I'll, under the advanced settings, I'll come over here to where we'll have the align self, and I'll set it to the end. Okay, so this is what we'll have here. Now when we scroll to the top and we scroll down, we're going to have this effect like this. So as you can see, now the next thing we'll do here is we're going to come over here to this child container, and then we're going to duplicate it. Okay, so now if you want to use another image again, you can just come over to the image and then come over to the advanced settings and align itself to the start. So you now have it come from opposite direction like this. Okay, however, we're going to add a video to this section here. Okay, so for the front text, we're just going to change the front text to something else. So we'll have variety, change it to real beauty. And I'm just going to copy this. For the back text, I'm going to paste it so we'll have the same thing there. Then I'm going to come over here to add element, and we're going to add a container here. So for this container here, we're going to come over here to the width and make sure we have the same setup with that of the image. So we set it to viewport width and then give it a value of 25. For the height, set it to viewport height and give it the value of 80. Then we're going to go over to the style option. Now for the background type, we're going to set it to video. Now this is where you add your video URL. So for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to make use of this video here. So I'll copy the URL, come over here, and then I'm just going to paste this. Then on mobile, I'm just going to set it to yes. Now you can use external video URL like YouTube and so on. Okay. So we'll come over here to the border radius, and then I'm just going to set it to 20 pixels, same like the text. So we now have it like this. Okay, so we'll come over here to the advanced settings, and then I'm going to add a motion effect like we did for the text. So for the scrolling, for the vertical orientation, we're going to leave it to the top, and then for the speed, we set it to 1.5. Okay, and then viewport is default. For the horizontal, we're going to come over here for the horizontal, and then we're going to set it to the right, and then give it the value of 1.5. Now, if you set it to the right and you do not like the direction it is coming like that, you can just change it to the left. Okay, so I'm just going to leave it to the right like that. Okay, so that is what we'll have here, as you can see. Now, what I'll do next is I'll delete this image here because we don't need it anymore. So we now have this effect like this. So now we will scroll down, we're gonna have something like this, and we're gonna have it like this. Okay, so now the final thing I'll do here is I'll just come over here, toggle this, and then duplicate this last child, and then bring it to the bottom like that, and then come over here, change the image to something else. Okay, we're gonna use this image here, and then for the front text, I'm just gonna change the text to Star Warrior. I'll copy this and then go to the back text and I'll paste it again. Okay, then I don't need to do anything here because the next one now we just have to copy this one here. You can either use a video or use a text or whatever. So what we'll do now is we're going to publish this and see how it looks like. And then let's preview this. Okay, so when we scroll down, this is what we're gonna have. You can see this transparent text illusion we are creating here on scroll. So when we scroll, it goes from transparent to solid, and then with the parallax effects, I will have something like this as well. As you can see, we'll have something like this as well. And then we'll end scroll. When we scroll back up, we're gonna have it come like that. I'll come like this as well. Okay, so that's pretty much it about this tutorial. You can play around with all the setup and then come up with mind-blowing designs. However, this effect is wonderful and we're able to achieve it without any code or plugin, just basic Elementor features that we're able to use to achieve this. So if you've learned something new from this tutorial, remember to give this video a thumbs up. And if you're new to the channel, remember to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you get notified first when I drop a new video. Feel free to drop a comment wherever you're confused, and ask questions and I'll do it to attend to as much as I can. But until then, see you on our next video. Bye bye.